We could play it live.
We could.
Yeah, we could do this all-in thing. And
Could we play
no
it live
editing.
and publish live and then not just fucking see it?
Well, this is actually designed to stream directly to YouTube.
I'll be designing the thumbnail during the episode. So you'll actually see me not paying attention and just be like,
Can't we just have YouTube do that for us?
yeah.
Welcome to Multiple Nerdgasm with your hosts, Matt, Luke, and Dan. Multiple Nerdgasm, your guide to all things nerdy.
Can't AI just do that for us?
It can, but I don't like AI.
You don't?
I don't. It's scaring me even more.
It's going to hear you say that, Luke. So I would take that back
I know,
now.
and that's why when I do talk to AI, what has my cat done? When I do talk to AI now,
I do talk to cats.
I say please and thank you.
Yeah. No, I do that too, just because
When I talk to Skynet, I also say please and thank you.
I want it, so when it takes over, I want it to know that I'm on its side.
I do until it's unless
Until it
it's
gets
being
something
really
completely wrong.
stupid. Yeah, like there's some of them that, like the coding tools. And I say, well, is there any way I can improve this? And they go, oh, you could do this, and they just put my code. And I'm like, that's my code. And then they're like, yes, and we've improved it. I'm like, you haven't done anything. And then I get to this circular argument. I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to win that argument. But no, I think we should be starting to teach, especially starting to teach children to say thank you to like Siri and Google Home and stuff, because I think it's teaching bad manners. You just demand something from this invisible voice and it does it for you.
You've done a study.
In the words of Bluey, now he's yelling at Satnav.
Yes.
Or no, now he's bossing Satnav around.
But, I mean, Lyra knows that that's not a person. So it's not like she's going to learn. I don't know. She knows the difference.
Yeah, but
I
she also thinks that only waiters speak Spanish.
That's true. But, yeah.
And she learned that pretty quickly.
Yeah. But she can be rude to them, just not to Alexa. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. She's listening.
See, I don't have anything in this room anymore. I used to have Google in here, but it annoyed me.
How did it annoy
I
you?
took my Google out of here too, actually.
If someone was at the doorbell, it'd play and it annoyed me, so I just switched it off.
I mean, that's what
I know, it's actually
for.
quite useful, and now I've missed
Maybe you just don't have a
that.
doorbell if you don't want people to ring the doorbell.
I didn't think it
don't
through.
want people ringing my doorbell. My doorbell doesn't turn off. Fucking, you know what? I'm not going to tell this story in air because this is multiple nerdgasm, not multiple doorbellgasm. We're doing it again, guys. We're just talking about our lives.
Well,
who played some video games this week?
I played a few video games. Well, I played a video game, not a few.
I didn't play anything good, so I'd like to hear what you played.
Oh, I'd like to hear about your shit games.
Yeah,
No,
what have you been playing?
after Matt. I'd also like to hear about your good games. I'm not saying no, I don't like to hear about good games.
All right, well, I'll go after Matt then. Matt, you go first.
I've been playing Cyberpunk 2077,
Yeah.
Phantom Liberty. Fucking awesome.
Yeah?
I mean, I've talked a lot about Cyberpunk. Everybody knows I love it. Mm-hmm. And then it's just drawn me straight back in.
For me,
The
I tried
expansion
it.
is excellent.
It was good, but it didn't draw me back in like it did you, and I hate that.
Didn't draw me in the first time, and I hate that. I know it's a good game. I can see that it's good.
It's excellent. Oh god, it's so beautiful too. The especially the new area. I guess they just like they kind of nailed what they were going for with the whole original game, and they didn't have to compromise as much, presumably. It's just like I don't know. It's just awesome.
I'm interested to see what comes out from Witcher 4. Because they have to get that right day one, otherwise.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough
Well,
too. 'cause
people
it's a
are
different
already
team.
scratching their heads about it.
Yeah, it's a completely different team. Like we know,
It's a completely different game.
But just for that company, if they screw up a second big release,
but it's going to be like BioWare. Like I think it's going to be different enough that it's probably going to piss people off. Because we already have Witcher 3. We don't need Witcher 3 again. Yeah,
Well,
Witcher 3.
well, it's not really Witcher 3 again. It's Ciri.
That's what I'm saying. It should be. It's probably going to be different, which means it's a risk. But like, you have
Siri
to, I
at
guess.
Witcher 3 at one stage?
Yeah.
Yep. But no,
Yeah.
speaking of BioWare, like we're still getting Mass Effect 4 somehow.
Yes. Or 5, rather.
Well,
No, it is 4.
we should have gotten Mass Effect 4 instead of Mass Effect Andromeda.
Oh, they're calling it 4? I read an article that called it 5 the other day, and I was like, oh, yeah, okay, because there are 4. But
No, the ones I've been definitely saying 4 because it's continuing the story in the solar system. Like it's back
Well, it,
to here.
all
Because
right.
Andromeda was out of the galaxy, so that's why
Sure.
they were able to keep the story going, sort of thing.
Luke, did you finish that? Is
Yes.
it finishable? Did you? Yeah, you played
Wasn't
through the
wasn't-
story.
It wasn't terrible. It just did not live up to the hype. Remember how I
That's
was
a
saying,
review.
like,
It's not terrible.
It's not terrible.
but like things that they were marketing, like with the base building, like the decisions you make are going to matter. And
Oh, yeah, that's right.
the bases, you build the base, and that was it. Nothing you did improved or destroyed the base. It was just
Yeah,
there.
I did play a bit of that. It was very generic, like repetitive, like
It felt like I was playing an MMO on my own.
yes,
game.
yes. I hate when I really dislike that. Yeah, the only time that's okay or has been okay for some reason is Conan Exiles
Yeah.
because that also felt like that, but I liked
Well,
it
it
anyway.
was. Yeah.
Yeah.
But because I like the idea of like you along the way you get more resources, you improve the base and stuff like that. Not having to actually physically build or anything. I hate that. I don't know why you two like that. But gathering the resources.
In real life, you have to go outside and build it.
But no, once you just got the base there, that was it. And then it was just it was lifeless. Like
It
the
does
sort of
remind me
same
of our
animations.
Conan Exiles server that we had where we all lived in this one camp and Matt had made this beautiful house and I had made this beautiful house and we were always adding on and then Luke had made this 4x4 cube
Yep.
that he just slept on the floor in.
Yeah, and mined resources for our houses.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
I
how we played Minecraft, so that was fine
But
then
I
too.
did the tutorial, which you had to build something, so I got that out the way, and then I did the fun stuff.
I was at somebody's house today. It's a listener. I was at listener Grant's house today, and he has, or him, or one of his sons. It could be either. Really, has Minecraft Lego, and it just makes me laugh that you can build Lego to simulate Minecraft. Like that, just to me, I don't know where that fits. It looks awesome.
It's a weird
it looks
loop.
totally awesome.
Like-
but
Now, does it use
but it is
normal
a
Lego
weird-
pieces, or is it
Yeah, it seemed
Minecraft
to. I didn't look
blocks?
too closely. Oh, you know what? Now I wish I'd looked closely because you can buy. I've seen somebody on Instagram keeps trying to sell me these magnetic Minecraft blocks.
Oh yeah,
They're
Okay.
like cubes, like Minecraft with the grass and then the dirt, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
To build, which I've actually considered, but they're very expensive. It's like $100 for a little set.
Well, at the moment, at Woolworths, if you spend money, you can get little Minecraft cardboard things. That's their giveaway this time of year.
Really? That's so funny. When were we playing Minecraft? That must have been
Oh.
2011, 20...
fuck man.
Over
12.
a decade ago.
Yeah.
I was still in Australia, so a long time ago.
It was a
Yeah.
a long, long time.
And I loved that. I did build one
Skyrim
thing
is
in that game.
15.
I built my sky bridge.
We could do that again if you guys want to.
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty fun. It was pretty
I
fun.
imagine. Wait, I can host a Minecraft server.
Yeah.
You know what? I mean, why the fuck not?
Okay.
Why not? Oh, wait.
I've
wait,
got a server
I can't-
downstairs. I'll just put a Minecraft server on it.
I can't have it on. Oh, yeah, my PC.
You play it on Xbox.
Yeah, but that's what I was going to say. I could probably only play it on Xbox, so
Yeah,
Probably
but
I
would
assume it's
want
not
to do that.
cross-platform. So you would
Yeah,
have to put
yeah,
it
it
on
is.
Xbox is what I'm saying. Oh, it is?
I'm pretty sure all Minecraft's
It might be
cross-platform
now.
these days.
With the I don't know.
Okay.
We'll look into that.
Yeah, you could be right. Fuck. It's been
Also,
a long-
if I set up a Minecraft server, I'm turning off all the things I don't like, and hopefully that's okay with you guys.
What
Like, for
don't
example,
you like?
Like eating.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I don't want to be worrying about that while I'm playing Minecraft.
the way we play it, definitely not.
As long as I can mine.
When I played it like for real as like a solo campaign, like I enjoyed that stuff, like the survival
really?
and digging in. But like when I played it with you guys, I didn't want to fuck around with that. I just wanted to build.
Because I started playing it before there was any of that stuff.
Yes.
Like there wasn't any eating. There wasn't. It was like at nighttime the monsters came and you had to fight them, but there was no eating. There was no magic. Like they added magic at one point, and I was just, I don't know. I think just because
it's so funny to hear you say that because you play as the mage in every fucking RPG that I've ever played with you.
But that's just not what that game was. And then they added it, and I was like, oh, you get. I played so much of it without that stuff.
Really not eating in the early stages?
Yeah, there was no eating.
Getting your little steaks and eating.
It did come in quite early. Still,
you did. I think you ate to get health back.
Yes,
Sorry.
right,
but
not
you didn't
for just
eat
survival.
because you were.
I think
hungry.
that's what I'm. Yeah, I think that's what I'm thinking of.
So like you would get a steak that you would eat to get your hearts back, but that's all.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, I don't think I played it after that.
But no, I'm happy to get rid of eating, but you have to keep the mining.
Obviously,
I mean, you couldn't.
You guys want to play craft?
yeah.
No,
I'll do some craft
I do not.
with you, mate. Yeah, I'll do some craft.
Well, that's something you can turn off in it.
You can turn off mining?
Yeah.
You can turn off craft.
Well, you can just
All I
have
do
it
is
that
mine,
you-
mate.
or you can-
Turn off both.
the people who go out and build those like mega structures and stuff, they're not going out mining stuff. Like the people who went out and built like the enterprise and stuff, they just
Oh, you turn
build
on
it.
unlimited resources. Can you?
Yeah.
Yeah, just go draw a picture.
I'm going to mine and build a glass sky bridge.
All right.
Yep. Cool.
The sky bridge was useful.
All right. So what have you been playing, Luke?
I've been playing Survivor games,
Ooh,
Like
I
Vampire Survivor.
games.
like Vampire
no.
Survivor.
Oh,
Right.
that what? No. Gross.
I don't know why. I just like.
I know everyone loves
I know
Vampire
why.
Survivor, but I've seen videos of it, and it's just looks to me
Incredibly
looks boring. Yeah.
It sort of is, but sort of not. It's replayable. That's what it is.
Okay.
Like because you play for a little
Well, it
while.
has to be because it doesn't last for very long.
No, but you die and then you get gold from that, and then you upgrade your
Yeah,
resources so you can play for longer. And you that. And I've just been playing that, like Marine Survivors, and there's one that came out, Slasher Origins. Been playing that, and there's another one coming out soon. Yet another Zombie Survivors. I don't know. I've just been playing them lately, and they're fun.
It's just the same game with different
Just the same
skins.
game. Checkmate Survivor, which is a chess
Checkmate.
one.
What you've
All
lost
right.
a chess and now you have to run for your life.
So no, you play the king, and all of the other pieces have gone rogue and are attacking you, and you have to defend yourself.
It's literally just the same fucking game.
It's
And
exactly
they were
the
like,
game.
You've
what-
just described chess.
ChatGPT, what skin can I put on Vampire Survivor to try and
Yeah,
make
how
some
can
money?
I reskin this? Yeah.
Well, they made money from me, especially with Marine Checkmate, because they were
Right.
able to get all the achievements in an hour. type of
Marine
thing.
as in military or dolphin?
I play as a whale.
Or see, I thought
That's even
Colonial
better.
Marine is what
That's
I
even
thought of.
yeah. That's even better though. As a,
But Slasher Origins is a bit of a longer game. That's taken me a lot longer to play and just waste time. It's a good thing to watch YouTube and stuff.
no, it's not.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry. Watch while you're playing.
While
I
you're
thought you meant watch videos.
If you're
of.
watching
Oh,
YouTube
God, no.
while you're playing, then you are bored with your game.
No, I can't do.
No, because he's getting achievements, and that's all he cares about.
Yes. I
He was
need the
playing as a
achievements.
dolphin. Do you guys remember the Mega Drive game Echo the Dolphin? I played
Yeah,
a
of
little
course.
bit of that
Love that game.
when I was in. I was on holidays for I don't know, just before Christmas because I took my Retroid down with me and was just trying to find games that I think Harper would like. I'm like, this one, you know, this one is you're a fucking vampire hunter. This one you're this, and she's like, boring. And I'm like, this one you play as a dolphin. She's just like, ooh, what's that? I'm like,
Yeah.
actually, this is quite a good game.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
quite challenging.
Yes, I remember playing that game a lot when I was growing up. Not progressing far in it, but playing a lot.
It's a beautiful game. Like the
Isn't it,
parallax and all of that.
Isn't it got a very Save the Planet theme too, right?
I guess
Or
it
am I
does. Yeah,
misremembering that?
yeah. I think. I mean, yeah.
I don't
it's
remember
from
that.
era, and I mean, you don't. I mean, it's not like you get caught up in wrinkles and stuff. Like but it's.
Also, I'm not.
I mean, you were the dolphin, so
I'm not trying to save the planet, so I don't really pay attention to that.
You're not
I'm trying to save
the
a
planet.
planet, just not this one.
Yeah.
This one's
No,
fucked.
I think we've had a good run. I think.
Luke's writing it off.
Yeah,
Do you think Earth will get Geek of the Week when it eventually dies?
I don't think so. I think
It brought this on itself.
yes.
Yeah, it knew this was coming.
It was warned.
Yeah. Look, I've been playing something this week. Or in fact, I've finished it, and I'm disappointed because now I can't play it anymore.
Now you're done.
Now I'm done. I've played the Lake House DLC for Alan Wake 2, and you've both played this?
No, I still haven't played the DLC for it yet. And I actually played
unlike
today,
the other
realised I
DLC,
don't own it.
which are just funny little episodes of Night Springs, which are very
this
fun,
is not funny.
but silly. This is just it's more game, and in fact, if anything, it's more like Control than Alan Wake.
Yeah, but also, fuck it, like terrifying. Like
Fucking hell, man!
yeah, it's very good.
If you don't want spoilers, but those fucking men that come out of
things?
the paintings,
Yes.
are fucking terrifying.
I literally,
And
when they very first come and you run into there's that office with the button.
Yes.
I just ran back in there and I was like, do I need to play this right now? That's fucking scary.
All right, I'll pay the $30 and buy it.
It's really good.
It's well worth it. Yeah, definitely.
Well, that comes with both.
Very
of the
interesting
DLCs.
theme too. It's kind of it's a little bit about AI actually. And
Oh, yes,
generating
there is.
content like
Yeah, that room with all the typewriters trying to replicate Alan Wake's style.
yeah. It's very cool.
Very cool. And did you see, Matt, there's there's always a Poe song in the Alan Wake games. And there's a Poe song playing at one point in the game, and you just all Alan Wake games and Control, there's just a million little notes that you can read or not read.
Yeah, but the lyrics are like telling you what to do.
Yeah, but there's also you find a redacted note with all these redactions in it that implies heavily Poe as being in that facility as one
It's
of
in
the
that
artists
little
that have been
room
studying.
in the middle thing, right? You mean?
Correct. Yeah. Very cool.
I want them to
really
hurry
good
up.
DLC.
I want them to hurry up and release either Control 2 or the Max Payne remakes. I want more from them. And I'm looking forward to the Max Payne remakes.
Don't rush them.
No, but the Max I'm interested to see what they do with that, because I don't think it's just going to be a one-to-one.
These are remakes, not remasters, right? They've said remake.
I think
They're
so,
not
yeah.
just polishing, because
It's not a
Pretty sure.
remaster, right?
gaming
And
has
it's
changed.
just, it's those little club hands.
and Sam Lake's face. Just from,
Let's see. I'm pretty sure it is a remake.
That's what I took from the articles I read.
I'll say this again. I've mentioned this on the line before, but if you just want
Remake.
to play Max Payne, but you don't want to get out your PlayStation 1,
Game Boy.
play the Game Boy Advance. It's so good.
But yeah, no, it is definitely on from the Remedy website. Remedy Entertainment will remake the iconic Max Payne and Max Payne 2 as a single title.
Well, I'm glad they've got the money to do it, because
I
get
don't know
scared
how-
every time it sounds like they're running out of money.
Which is, I still don't understand that. They're still saying that they spent more money than they've made, but then they're making more, and that doesn't work. That's not sustainable.
I will give Remedy any amount of money they ever ask me for. Remedy, if you're listening, I'll give you any amount of money you
Just
ask
give
me
Dan
for.
a call.
I don't understand business because you say that, right? Yeah, they're not making money, right? From what everyone's saying, but then neither are any of these other companies like fucking Facebook or X or so.
But at least you can advertise
apparently,
on Facebook.
Apparently, you don't
No
need to
ads
make money to
inside.
have a business.
Yeah,
Like,
maybe not.
how do we do that? Like,
Yeah,
we're not making
because
any
right
money.
now we don't make money and we don't have a business.
No. We have this. This doesn't
we have
make us
this.
any money. Like, how do we?
Well, actually, Matt, we've succeeded. We've got a business
Oh, you're
that doesn't
right.
make any money.
And we just haven't given up. Is that the
We
secret?
just need
Yeah,
to put
I
it
think
on the
that's what it
stock
is.
market.
But they still pay employees.
Imagine
With
if we
what?
went public with this. People are like, what is this?
Well,
And then
remember,
they have a listen. What's this? Doorbells? What?
but I think like with Facebook, it was some people weren't getting paid. It was like, come in and do this for us, and we'll give you stock.
Yeah.
And it was but how do you survive at the start with stuff like
You
that?
see
I
that
don't know.
episode of The Simpsons from years ago where I think Lisa gets a job at an internet startup, or Bart does, and they're paying everyone in stock. And by the end, there's just so much stock, and they're pulling it off a roll like toilet paper. Here, have some more stock.
That's what it sounds like to me. It makes no sense to me.
But it did make a lot of people very rich with some companies.
So,
Not all companies.
Not all.
There's a bit of survivorship bias in that industry, I think.
Yeah.
That's why I could never work in that industry. I just don't.
Somebody asked me today. So a neighbor popped over to borrow something from me and noticed that my daughter was watching Moana 2.
Oh, yeah.
Where'd you get Moana 2? And I was like, don't worry about it.
From the internet.
And then he says to me, he goes, did you get it from LimeWire? I'm like, fucking LimeWire?
LimeWire?
That'd be good.
Well, clearly that was the last time he downloaded something in the early 2000s.
Isn't LimeWire 2 on
great.
Disney Plus now?
I think it is.
It might be now, yeah. Oh, yeah, it might be now.
I forgot they came out this year. Is it good?
I watched bits of it. It's a classic sequel.
Yeah, right.
You know, not as good as the first, but with crazy heaps of additional shit put in.
Was it you told me Frozen 2 is better than the first one?
Way better.
Yeah, right.
It's an advancement of the story. And there's this one key line that Kieran Hines' character says in it.
Yeah.
Right at the start. He goes, it's not funny or anything, but he goes, before we were afraid that Elsa's powers will destroy us. Now we're hoping that there'll be enough to protect us. And I'm like, that is how you write a sequel. You flip it. It's the same thing of like Terminator 2. You know,
sure.
Like
he's the good
he was
guy.
out to kill her. Now he has to protect her. Like, that's a sequel. Not just another quest.
There was one alien. Now there's aliens.
And a dollar sign.
Or
we got some aliens news.
Xenomorphs.
Oh, we do have some aliens. Stop it. We do have some alien news.
John Xenomorph.
There's not a whole lot of alien news. I just think this is going to annoy me because if there's one thing that I don't think you should do with the alien, and that is put it on Earth.
Oh, I thought you were going to say fuck it.
They made such a big fucking deal of not Ripley literally says if even one of those things gets down here, that will be all because they're. I just don't
Matt,
put an alien
you see
on
the
Earth.
newest?
Haven't they already
movie?
done
You
it?
just hit him like a baseball.
Yeah,
But they've already
Thousands
put them on
come at
Earth
you.
before, haven't they?
not in any movies I care about, Luke.
But not in movies, but yeah.
Not in anything I give a shit about.
There was already an Alien Earth, right? Wasn't there? It was a comic series or a novel
I
series.
remember a
back in
TV
the-
series called Alien Earth.
Yeah.
Where they used to drink sour milk and got drunk off it.
Is that what I'm thinking of?
Do you mean is that Alien Nation? You mean?
Oh, that might have been Alien Nation.
There was something called Alien Earth. I swear.
Yeah,
there
you might be
was.
right.
A comic book or something.
Well, Alien vs Predator, they're on Earth.
Yes.
Maybe I'm thinking of Alien.
I know. I'm aware of
Western
that. I just don't
Which
care
shows
about it.
not to agree with it
Yeah,
or
I just
remember
don't like it. Yeah,
because it was a terrible movie.
two terrible
I've got
movies.
a soft spot for it. I honestly do.
No, I
The
did too.
first
It's
one.
got Lance in it.
Yeah, and he's
Wait,
great.
that's one of the
He
things
gets
I
to
hate
really
about it.
shine. Oh, the way they tie that all back to
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, well,
Because
I don't know. I just
even worse. But when
Anyway,
does it come
then-
out? Is it soon?
I think it's pretty soon. Yeah, March maybe. Was it
Okay.
March?
On FX, what else have they made? I want to size this up. Is that Walking Dead?
I think FX does. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Maybe this will be funny.
Okay.
What, mate? If it's like that, I'll fucking watch
I'm
it.
all in.
3 xenomorphs open a pub.
The gang meets an alien. I would love
I'll
that.
watch the shit out of that.
Yeah.
That could be up there with that one where what's the homeless guy? Where he gets fucking high and thinks a dog is a girl.
Oh,
Yeah, cricket.
Cricket.
yeah.
That's a great episode.
I still say he's a brilliant actor.
Hornsby is amazing. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
really good. He's very funny too because he improvises half of that shit.
But you
Because you watch the
him-
bloopers, and anytime he's
disgusting
just
shit.
doing some fucking monologue, they're all like dying laughing because
But
it's
not
like,
even just
what is this?
Always Sunny. It's you see him in any different show, and you don't know it's him because he's
Yeah.
playing
Yeah.
a different character. It's not like a lot of other people where they're playing
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, a lot of their friends I think are very good, but he in particular is like a particularly good actor.
Yeah, and plays cricket.
Glenn's a good actor too, Glenn Houghton, because
He's magnificent.
he's very funny in other stuff, and he mostly did stuff that was similar, and I think that annoyed him actually, which is why he tried to do other things.
Yes.
Because he was kind of just Dennis.
He just went and did another sitcom as
Yeah,
Dennis.
yeah.
Which I actually liked. I liked AP Bio.
I didn't mind it.
I haven't watched it.
It's quite the first season at least is very worth watching.
Yeah. And then I think the kids aged very quickly, and then it got a bit weird.
And the last episode, yes, the last episode is a sequel to the first episode in a strange way. Yeah.
I should watch that.
No, it's definitely worth watching. But he is basically playing Dennis.
Sure. Well, did you watch Blackberry?
Yeah.
Did you watch that?
That was excellent.
I haven't seen that yet. No.
Oh, you should watch that. Yeah.
He's good.
It came out, or I don't know if it came out at the same time, but I watched it like the night before or after I watched Tetris because I was just on a fucking
Tetris is good too.
Movie high. Yeah.
I mean, Tetris is
excellent.
Nonsensical, but great. I mean, it starts out and it's like one of those movies, and then there's like a fucking car chase in fucking Soviet Russia and
through the streets of Moscow. But also, it's like they're like, oh, we'll have to lay low in Moscow, and I'm like, they won't let you in, mate. I'm pretty sure in real life they've got to fucking look at your passport. They know who you are.
But then
you're not a spy.
It's really well done. Like that sequence, spoilers, where they're not on the plane that the Soviet police think they're on, like all that stuff is just done really well. And I was just like, but it's stupid. Like that didn't happen. There's no way that happened.
It definitely didn't happen like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe he saw something Russian at a trade show and went to Russia and bought the rights to it. That's what I believe.
I don't believe the police chased them through Moscow to the airport and then they tricked them by getting on a different plane.
At the plane.
Yeah, exactly. I don't believe that happened. I liked watching it though. I watched 2 Academy Award nominated movies this week.
Oh, that's good because Academy noms are out, and I actually wanted to go through the list just to see if Luke knows what any of these are.
Oh, do you want to do that first?
Yeah, and you can weigh in, Matt, if you have seen them.
Yeah, okay. All right. That's a good idea.
Oscar movies are not for me. They're terrible.
Okay, well, let's see.
I think
maybe you're wrong.
At least one is.
Okay.
And you've seen
Wicked.
one. You've seen one. I know you have.
All right.
Yeah. He's seen at least one. Okay.
Yeah.
So, in alphabetical order, the alphabetical order?
Alphabetical.
Please don't.
Episode 592, alphabetical. Proceed.
Okay. First film nominated is Anora, Anora. Luke, have you heard of Anora?
I've not even heard of that.
Okay,
I haven't either, actually.
Let me move this over here. No, it's a young woman from Brooklyn gets her chance at a Cinderella story when she meets and marries the son of an oligarch.
Ooh.
Well, that sounds fucking awful.
Yeah, boring.
But
So that's Anora.
It's nominated for an award, the big one as well.
That doesn't seem like a Best Picture nom kind of movie, but anyway, okay. The Brutalist. This one does. This is
Sure.
We've got what's his name? Adrian Brody. You know, Holocaust survivor.
It's been controversial, that movie, because they speak, is it Hungarian in that? And one of the audio effects guys said in order to correct some of their pronunciation, they used AI to generate the lines and they blended them, and people had a fucking fit about it.
Great idea.
Yeah,
I think more movies should do that. In fact, I watched the movie this week. I didn't put in here because I didn't finish it yet. But next week, stay tuned for my Kraven the Hunter review. Or as I like to call it, a segment called I Watched Kraven the Hunter so that you don't have to.
Did you? Oh my God. Excited.
That did win an award or get nominated?
No, but he speaks Russian in it. There's at least in the scenes I've seen, he speaks a lot of Russian, and there's no way that actor just speaks this good Russian. So they must have
done something. It's just a picture of him.
Still image. Yeah, that's right. Anyway, The Brutalist is about a visionary architect who escapes the Nazis and comes to America to rebuild his life. I mean, that also sounds quite boring, but it seems like that one might be quite interesting.
Oscar bait.
Yes, at least Oscar bait. 4 hours long with an interval.
That's so long.
Then there's A Complete Unknown where Timothy Chalamet plays Bob Dylan, which I'm interested in.
Okay. All right.
But here's something that gets me. So, with any time a movie comes out, they always look at the box office and how much it made and all this stuff. When it comes down to Oscar nominations, what the movie made means nothing.
No, it's a group of people who are Hollywood insiders
Who like to jerk each other off.
deciding what they liked. Yeah.
Yes, but also people campaign, so you have to apply to be nominated. So they don't just look at all the movies and go, "That was a good one. It's nominated." No. You've got to apply. You've got to have a campaign. They hold parties where they invite the judges and they play clips and stuff.
It's all schmoozy. It's very schmoozy.
Very schmoozy. Next
And
one is
rigged
Conclave.
We can bribe
Yeah,
people.
pretty rigged. Well, it's
Could
not.
be.
It is rigged in that it is a closed group of people who decide for themselves. Like,
It's rigged as in like obviously
competition
if you
in
ply me
this
with
two
alcohol and in a party, then I'm going to like your movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know.
Next one is called Conclave, which this is also, Isabella Rossellini, Ray Fiennes, Steve Tucci playing popes by the look of it, or cardinals or something.
Okay.
Okay, next one, Dune Part 2. You seen that, Luke?
I still don't know how they made a sequel. No. How can you make a
second half
sequel
of the
do
movie.
after he leaves the room?
Sitting in a room. That's all it is. A guy sits in a room and a guy walks up behind him. Movie over.
Yeah. Matt, was that one of the ones you watched this week or not?
No, it was not.
No.
But you have seen that one.
I have seen that.
Oh, okay.
One. Yeah.
So I guess I know the ones that you watched then, because out of even the rest of these, there's only two that I think would even be on your radar, right?
Okay.
So the next one is called, maybe three, because maybe you watched Emilia Perez.
I didn't actually, but I might. I know
Selena
what
Gomez.
Yeah.
I believe this is also up for a Razzie, though. So I don't know if this is any.
Yeah, this one's interesting too, because actually on the subject of accents, it's been slammed by Spanish-speaking people because even I would have assumed she spoke Spanish because I guess I'm a bit racist. But she apparently does not, according to anyone who's watched this movie. And it's been roundly slammed. And then they're like, how can this win an Academy Award when they barely, like this, it's like, from what I understand, Spanish is quite complicated in that tenses, like kind of like Italian, and I guess as well as like past, present tenses.
Okay.
Complicated. And if you only know basic Spanish, you always use the wrong tense.
Right.
And apparently this movie is just
Full of
a nightmare for people who speak Spanish because they're like, this is nonsensical.
Right. There you go.
Is that on her though, or is that on the
Fine
script?
for me, though, because I don't speak Spanish. So
Well, not on
it's
her
good to
apparently,
me.
because it seems like she doesn't speak Spanish because she's American, right?
Yeah.
She's just out of
She's just Hispanic American and was asked,
exactly.
Can you please do Spanish in this?
Yeah, well, not only her, apparently a bunch of characters, and then apparently they're all awful at it.
Yeah.
And it's like, didn't they have a dialogue coach? Probably not. It's probably low budget.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah,
'Cause it's-
but also maybe this movie is, I don't know, like.
It's a musical anyway. It's not about.
I watched a Chinese movie once where Mike Tyson spoke Chinese, right? And like it was a very large budget movie. So it's not up to the movie to like. Fucking, it's not a linguistic cess.
I have heard a rumor about filming with Mike Tyson that you have to film it in order because he doesn't understand the scene changes. He's like, no, this is what happens next. We have to do this. Why would I film this? That hasn't happened.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm confused.
I don't know if you've ever seen any of the Ip Man movies, either of you.
I know what it is. It's Donnie Yen.
So
right?
yeah, Donnie Yen. So Ip Man 1 is fucking great. Like as a kung fu movie, and then just as a movie, it's like Braveheart in like turn of the century China, right? It's about these fucking peasants who are getting harassed by these gangs, and this one dude teaches everybody kung fu.
The clips I've seen are not set during that period. Is there sequels?
Well, yes. So there are 5 sequels.
Okay.
And they each get repeatedly stupider as they go along.
Okay.
But seriously, Ip Man 1 is a great film. I would go as far as saying it's a masterpiece of Chinese cinema. Like, it's very good. And then it's basically like, I'm trying to think, it's fucking like Lethal Weapon. We're just like, what crazy shit can they do? Right?
Yeah.
Are they set in different time periods, or am I thinking of different movies, perhaps?
So Ip Man is a real person. This really happens. Truest story. He trained Bruce Lee. Is why he's kind of still famous.
Oh, okay.
So by the third one, he's fighting Bruce Lee. Training Bruce Lee. But like in the third or fourth one, he literally fights Mike Tyson, guys. I can't stress this enough.
It's just the three amigos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the story is.
It's the last scene of Three Amigos for a whole movie.
Yeah.
Right, so Luke definitely has not seen or heard of Amelia Perez.
Okay.
No.
So the next one is called I'm Still Here.
No.
I've heard of that.
A lonely battle to learn about the truth behind the disappearance of a woman's husband, a former PTB deputy. PTB? Is that something American or
PTV.
It's not border crossing or something, is it? I don't know. I'm guessing here.
Don't know.
Anyway, sounds like pulling on the heartstrings.
Yeah.
Nickel Boys. Matt, was this one? Did you watch Nickel Boys?
I didn't watch Nickel Boys. I thought it said Nickelback and I got
College
fooled.
dreams are shattered when Elwood is sentenced to Nickel Academy, a brutal reformatory in the Jim Crow South. Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's what that's about.
Interesting.
And then the two that I guess you did watch.
Yeah.
The Substance.
I did watch
Which
The
I actually
Substance.
thought was a B-grade horror movie, and I was surprised it was up for Best Picture.
It's interesting.
you tell me.
That. Yeah, I will.
And then Wicked is number 10.
Oh, I did not watch Wicked. No. I guess it's not that particular award that it's up for. There's a lot of
Sure.
them. Yeah.
Yes. Well, this is just the 10 Best Pictures. Well, I want to hear about The
Substance is up for
Substance,
Best Picture.
and I want to hear what else you watched.
So The Substance is very good, and it's actually not even what I thought it was. It is at first. And then, it's about a woman, a fading kind of celebrity. She's like a fitness trainer. She's like a show, like an 80s kind of aerobic style show. It's Demi Moore plays a character. And she's getting old and they're replacing her. They're looking for a replacement and she's getting fired and she just basically, she feels shit about it. And it's like, and it's kind of like the whole thing of like,
and it's very sad.
look at what she has. She's not happy because she's not going to be famous anymore. It's kind of like a story about that. And then it's like, well,
It's extras.
okay, what would you be willing to do to kind of hold on to that fucking fame?
Just a little bit longer.
Would you be willing to inject yourself with an experimental substance that splits your genome and creates a younger, better version of you with some very extreme constraints and body horror?
Will it make me look like Harrison Ford?
It'll make you look like Margaret Qualley.
It'll make you look like Luke Alderson circa 2002.
I'll take that.
But it's very intense at times. Yes, it's quite like it's.
Can just a plot question? It duplicates you. It doesn't make you young.
Correct.
Right.
You can,
you don't
but-
even get it.
Well, that's the thing. I don't think it's funny in that it's like it's super
It's almost
vague
like
about
this is
how
a
this
movie
works,
about one of the
and
clones
it's almost
from the Prestige.
it's really vague about how it works. Even her instructions, like so she gets. I don't want to give too much away because it's really very good. But I will warn you, listeners, now it is very gory, and to the point where I was like, they got Demi Moore to do that. Like, what the fuck?
Okay.
And it's very gory, very violent.
They probably pitched it to Demi Moore as, listen, what would you willing to do to keep a little bit of your fame?
She's
Would you do
naked
this
for
crazy
a
movie?
good stretch of this movie.
Really?
Completely naked. I was like, I mean, not that, nothing wrong with that. I was just surprised. Like that Demi Moore agreed to do this. Like, all right.
Who's the director of this?
It's a French woman whose name escapes me.
Is that the one? Is it the French woman who made that movie about that chick who fucks cars?
Could be. It wouldn't surprise me after watching this.
Because that was a movie.
But so the way this works is, right, 7 days each. You get 7 days each, and you have to swap back, or there are consequences.
Oh, wait. You swap into that body?
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm just going to watch this.
I thought that was how it was going to be, and I'm pretty sure she thinks that's how it's going to be. But no, this is a separate person. And so it to me, it also raises questions of like why is she doing this? But then it's like it's interesting.
Okay.
This one,
But satisfying?
I'm nearly
It's excellent.
amazed watching it.
What's
I'll
that?
watch it.
I might watch this one.
It's good.
But
It's
movie
really good.
out of the 10 Best Pictures nominated, I might watch.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's
thought
really
it
good. But
looked
again,
a
I will
little bit,
caveat for any listeners who are squeamish, it's really gory. And
I thought it
to a
looked
degree that
bit
you might
like,
not expect watching the first half of it, because you go,
okay.
yeah, it's a bit, a bit off-putting or whatever. But like, no, it gets pretty extreme.
It ramps up after that.
I might bump this to the
It
top of
fucking
this.
does, mate. At the end, I was like, what the fuck?
Okay.
Yeah, just no spoilers, but it's...
And what was the other one you watched?
Oh, I watched Nosferatu.
Oh,
Is that the new one?
Correct. The one that Robert
I've heard
Eggers
it's
won.
not good.
Roger Eggers. Sorry, Roger Eggers, not Robert.
Robert Eggers.
Is it Robert? I was right the
Yeah,
first time.
Robert.
Robert Eggers.
I've got this queued up. Haven't watched it yet.
It's beautiful, but boring as fuck.
Yeah, that's what I've sort of heard.
Yeah.
So I actually put this on the other night and watched the first 2 shots.
Yeah.
So
the first shot,
say,
I was
3
like,
minutes.
oh, yeah. With the curtains, with the shadow in the curtain. I was like, oh, yeah, bring it on.
Beautifully done. But I thought to myself, even after just that
2.5 hours of that.
I was like, it's going to just be more of this.
It
And
is.
there'll be a time when I'm really in the mood for that. But that is not right now.
It's not bad or anything. It's just like, yeah, all right, come on, get on with it. Like,
Yeah.
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 And there's shots that I'm like, that's from Coppola's Dracula. Did you do that on purpose, or did you not know that he already did that?
Well, Nosferatu famously just stole the plot of Dracula without.
Well, this is like
paying
a
for it.
mishmash of the two.
Right.
I think
Yeah.
intentionally.
Okay. Yeah, no,
But
I'll
it's
pass on
very,
that. very
very beautiful, very well shot. And honestly, the first half hour of it, I was super into it, and I was like,
Yeah.
great. And then it was just, like I said, it's just so slow, and it's just so like slow about things that I was like, this isn't the interesting part of the story. Stop it. Like,
Yeah. Luke, I know you don't care about spoilers, and I don't care about spoilers for Nosferatu. She fucks
yeah.
him, yeah?
what's that? Yeah.
Yeah. And you see the dick.
No.
No, you don't see the dick.
No. I
What was
know.
all that
I've read.
talk about the dick then.
So there is a sequence. This is not a spoiler. Everybody knows the story of
You can
Dracula.
sp- you can spoil
So
Dracula.
Nicholas Hoult plays the Jonathan Harker character, who's not called that because it was originally a rip-off of Dracula. So the characters' names are completely different, even though the story is very similar, except the
You know, the
ending is
version I
different.
had as a kid on VHS, I had it like a boxed copy of it, but his name was like in the subtitle because it's cards. It's silent.
Yeah.
It's a silent movie.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But it just said Dracula and Jonathan Harker and all of that.
Right.
Yeah.
Not Count Orlok. So it's Count
No,
Orlok
it-
in this.
Yeah.
And there's a scene where, so Jonathan Harker finds his sarcophagus, opens it, and he's in there naked, and you
Right.
do see naked
dick.
Dracula. And then I read an article that said he was wearing a prosthetic penis, and when there's a sequence where he's got Nicholas Hoult, and Nicholas Hoult said, "I can feel the prosthetic penis," and Eggers was like, "Just go with it." So I think that's what you might be referring
And
to.
he's like,
It's like, what's that story about the lighthouse where fucking Pattinson was just like,
yeah,
I'm just going to jerk off.
yeah, fuck it.
It's not in the script. I know.
Yeah. And he's like looking off camera. He's like, Robert, and Robert was like, do it.
Yeah. Because I read some article that said like Robert Eggers is into some weird shit because all of his movies have got something where you go,
Yeah.
did that need to be in here?
Well, somebody asked him recently, like, are you ever going to do a normal movie? And he's like, no.
I did see an interview that said if he ever did a modern film, he would have
Yeah.
to film a cell phone, and he would rather die than film a cell phone. I was
Yeah,
like, okay.
that's fair. Yeah, yeah.
Why?
Oh, because it ruins every
There's nothing
plot of
cinematic
movies.
about
Yeah.
filming a cell phone. Yeah.
Like,
I'm
boring.
kind of like that. I know I'm trying to write this fucking novel in the background, and
Oh, yeah. Well,
it's
right
set in
now.
I'm not really paying attention to you guys, but it's set in the 90s for that exact reason. Because I don't want to write a cell phone either. Because as soon as somebody
Yeah.
can have a cell phone, all plots are out the window. Just call him.
It's like,
Yeah.
horror movies. As soon as they invented cell phones, it's like,
Yeah.
why isn't she?
She's got to be in the woods, and there's got to be there's no reception.
yeah.
You've got to come up with a stupid reason. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, Nosferatu. Yeah.
Yeah, there was no fear of me watching that. So,
As well as Robert Eggers not doing any normal movies, it also seems like Sarsgaard. What's this one? Simon Sarsgaard. What's this one?
Bill, right?
Bill Sarsgaard is
Yeah.
also not doing any normal movies where he just plays a regular human being.
but is that a choice, or is that just what he's getting booked
he
for?
does seem fucking creepy, doesn't he?
His voice. So, like the start of it again, it was great, and he in this is very good as Count Orlok. His voice, like apparently trained particularly to do like what they call it, like throat singing. He's got this very deep voice, and it's pretty good. I was like, oh, like he's good in it.
Have you
He's not
guys
the problem.
seen Shadow of the Vampire?
No.
With,
Is that Nicolas Cage?
no.
No, that's
I know what you're thinking of.
Yeah.
Vampire's
it's,
Kiss.
that's the one.
yeah, that is good. No, this is Willem Dafoe plays Max Schreck playing Count Orlok
Oh, that
in the
sounds
making
fun.
of that movie, and
Willem
Malkovich
Dafoe's-
plays F.W. Murnau, the director. But
Yeah,
the
right.
premise is they go to Transylvania to shoot this movie, and they find a real vampire and get him to be in it as himself.
I want to watch
So
that.
it's
All right.
it's fucking great.
Willem Dafoe is in Nosferatu.
Oh, of course he is. Right. Yeah, because Robert Eggers loves him now.
Yeah. He's the spoilers. He's the It's not a spoiler. He's the Van Helsing
He's the-
character.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a different name. Don't know. Can't remember what it is.
You know what's funny when you watch, at Halloween, the month of October last year, I watched pretty much all of the Universal movies.
Oh yeah.
In a fucking row, and they cast this same actor to play the Van Helsing character in every movie, including actual Van Helsing in the Dracula, but
Right.
also just characters with different names. But he's always the German
Same
scientist
character.
who comes in at the end to explain what happened.
Sure.
Yeah.
So that and Alien Romulus is also up for an award, and that's
Okay.
probably the one that you've seen, Luke.
Yes,
That's what I
that
was
would be the
thinking
one
of.
that I've seen.
Yeah.
Yes, I enjoyed
Not
that.
Best Picture, obviously, but it's
No.
up for something. I forget. Visual
Because
effects, maybe.
why would you have a movie up that people enjoyed?
Let me look at the visual effects. So directing, a bunch of people from that list.
Yeah,
from
the people who
but
directed the
it's
movies.
5 out of the compared to 10, so not everyone gets one. El Nosferatu is up for makeup and hairstyling.
Oh, that makes sense.
Um,
I mean, it is beautiful. Let's not. I don't mean
Nosferatu
to.
is also up for production design, so that
Yeah, it makes sense. It's looks amazing.
visual effects. Alien Romulus, Wicked,
Sure, makes sense.
sure.
Well,
Planet of
I
the
assume it
Apes.
was CGI heavy. So
Yeah, it was, but not in the way you'd think. There are no characters. Usually it's
Oh,
this
yeah.
award goes to the ones who make digital
Jar Jar Binks
characters.
wasn't it?
Yeah. June 2. And Better Man, which is the Robbie Williams movie where he's played by a chimp. And
Evidently, that wasn't a great choice.
yeah, so I've got a stat here.
Was that the problem with it?
It has now finished its theatrical run worldwide. Complete gross worldwide. It made $15 million off of a
not a lot.
production budget of $110 million.
Now,
Yeah,
is
that's
it
not good, is
So that doesn't
because
include marketing or anything.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Double
this
that.
is because it's the monkey thing. I think it's because no one
one
cares
gives a
about
shit
Robbie
about
Williams.
No, I don't think it's about the monkey. I think exactly.
Like,
Because
if
I
we
think-
had done this a decade ago, I
Maybe
think
don't double the budget for marketing because we only heard about this through some articles. I didn't see a lot of hype for
Yeah,
this.
maybe. But also, it's probably we're not the target, so maybe we didn't,
Yeah, I suppose
didn't
that's
reach
fair.
us. But also,
Aren't we?
if you're...
It's a movie with a monkey.
maybe.
Like, come on.
I don't know what we specifically like.
Yeah,
I just mean
that's
our
right.
age group. But if you're sitting around a table and you're like, we're going to do a Robbie Williams biopic, and everyone's like, do people care about Robbie Williams? You're like, probably not. What if we got a monkey? Like,
Yeah.
hear me
actually
out.
the monkey probably made it do better.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, maybe the monkey is the only reason
Yeah.
anyone went
And
to
it got
see
all the
this.
way to theaters before someone went, why did we do this?
We spent a lot of money on that monkey.
It just kind of got caught up in it all.
There was just so much coke, and it just happened.
Someone said monkey, then we were doing it.
Yeah.
But no, I think honestly, if they had done this 10 years ago when Robbie Williams was more prominent and doing it with the, I think it would have done great.
Sure.
But I think everyone's just sort of forgotten about Robbie.
I'd watch a movie where a monkey played Robin Williams in a movie about his
Sure.
life. I'd watch the shit out of that. Mork and
Watch a
Mindy,
movie
they
where a
bring the
monkey
little
played
monkey
Robin
in
Hood. Oh, yeah.
Nah.
Did you see
Popeye?
that fake? Oh, fucking hell. There was a
Public
fake
domain now.
trailer for a Robin Williams biopic.
Oh, yeah.
Did you
I
see
hate
that?
those fake trailers.
No.
Oh.
As in, some guys made it. They made a scene from it as like a. I guess it's a
I see.
pilot rather than a fake trailer, I should say.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And it looks great. The guy he nails it.
Really?
I'll try to find it. We can maybe put it on socials. But it was like,
But
I want this movie.
no, I know what you mean. There are a few. Every now and again, I get a recommendation from YouTube about a trailer, and I go, "Oh, this looks good," and then
Yes.
oh no, it's not real.
And you go, hang on, I've seen that shot before.
Yeah.
In another
But
movie.
they do it
Oh,
so well. It'll take you a little while to
Yeah.
actually click that.
It's fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Constantly I get those because I'm like, oh, that fucking trailer's out. No, it isn't.
I mean, maybe you get work from doing that. Maybe I guess that's probably the idea, right? Is that
I guess so.
I've looked at this, I've CGI'd these movies into a trailer for a movie that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Maybe that's good for business.
Just
Yeah.
I can see it, but stop it.
I'm gonna.
All right. So you didn't see the Robbie Williams movie, Luke?
No, I did not.
That's weird.
No, there is a movie. There are two movies on this list I do want to see, though. Well, not on the spreadsheet that I want to see.
Right.
One is
That may or may not be up for Academy Awards at some point.
I know.
They're not. I've just read the list. They're not.
Trust
They weren't
me.
on that list. They're not up.
At some point, they're also not out yet.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And actually, one of them I
these
think
movies are
could
out.
be up as a contender if it does
Oh,
get
yeah?
made.
Scream
Oh.
7.
No,
Scream
I'll-
1 and 2 could have gotten awards. I would have backed them.
Scream is a great movie.
Yes, Scream 2 is a great movie,
Scream
Yes.
2 is a great
Yeah.
sequel.
Scream 3 is a movie.
It's a movie.
and
Yeah.
then
I have a nostalgia for it.
I have not seen
Yeah.
any of the others after that.
I apparently have, but I don't remember them.
But now, evidently, Matthew Lillard's coming back.
Yeah. And no one knows how, because he's dead.
He's dead. He's
Stu
definitely
is dead. He got a fucking TV dropped on his head.
TV.
Electrocuted.
Yeah. It was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I mean, I'm glad Matthew Lillard's still getting work. I'll watch it.
oh, Matthew Lillard's amazing. He's in Twin Peaks: The Return. You should watch that.
Oh shit, is he? Okay.
Yeah.
He was
Bumping
in
that
Good
back up to
Girls.
the top of the list there.
But not
Girls.
only is Matthew Lillard
Is that what
back,
you were trying to tell us about that once before, weren't you?
No, it's a different movie.
Okay.
you just like Matthew Lillard movies.
I just like Matthew. No, it's a television show on Netflix. Good Girls.
Watch what's that fucking punk?
Well, wait. Which one am
What's
I
that punk movie
bookmarking?
Matthew Lillard's in?
SLC Punk.
Yeah, SLC Punk.
Yeah, that's
Good
great.
movie.
But I don't. I think for them to announce it, I think it's just going to be a flashback or something. If it was,
How is he going to do a flat? Oh, I guess
He's
CGI is
50
fake.
years
old.
But not only, no, because that's not the only one, right? So Matthew Lillard's back, but also
No, they
Scott
already
Foley's
did that.
back.
They already
The-
CGI'd a flashback of him in the
Did they?
previous one. Didn't they?
Did they? Oh, maybe. But Scott Foley's back, the guy who plays
Oh, in the third one. The
her.
brother.
Yes, the brother. What's the character's name?
Is that a spoiler?
Neve Campbell's character, Sydney Prescott,
Sydney,
her
yeah.
brother.
so this is why I'm thinking it's a flashback. The reason why I think
Spoilers.
it's a flashback is because if it was
For a
going to be
20-year-old movie.
a thing where he comes back, you wouldn't be advertising that. You just let that sort of
Yeah. Is
Sure.
he the killer again? Like,
just
I
have
hope
that
not.
be a shock or
Yeah.
just. But him just announcing it when they haven't even started filming, it's just going to be a flashback or something. It's going to be CGI.
Yeah.
It's going to be.
I mean, it is drumming up interest, right? Because we're talking about it. Because it is weird. It's like, how the fuck are these guys coming
here's
back?
the thing. Who are these current sequels to Scream targeted at? Because you didn't even watch the last one, and you're the only person I know who fucking loves Scream. You know what I mean? Like,
well, people must be
watching
watching because they keep making them.
I watched it. I didn't think it was that good.
Yeah, but see, I've learned my lesson.
realised
though,
I
that
hadn't seen
know
one
I'm not going to
before
like
that.
this, even though it's Kevin Williams still. Kevin Williams, the guy he wrote the first one. With,
Yeah, right. With Wes.
With Wes, yeah, he's directing them now. Directed by Kevin Williamson.
Because Scary Movie was going to be the title of Oh yes, this was going to be called Scary Movie. That's
Yes.
right. Yeah, Scream was going to be called Scary Movie, which is why Scary Movie is called Scary Movie.
Yep.
Yeah. I do love these because you ones have they've got Jenna Ortega in them. They've got Nev Campbell's back. Like I don't know, this all sounds good. I just haven't watched them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
So, yeah,
okay. It was
Apparently, I have watched some of them. I just don't remember them.
Just don't
That's how
remember.
good they are.
They got real shit. They got real shit.
And
But have they come back around now?
Courtney Cox
Yeah,
and
a little bit.
David Arquette are back too, right? In some,
Yeah,
I say, this all sounds good to me. It's just probably it isn't. That's why I haven't watched it.
Yeah.
Or
The
haven't
last one,
forgot
which
it.
is number 6, the
Yeah,
one that has Jack Quaid in it as the
Does it?
dude. Yeah. Yeah. It was okay. And that's the Jenna Ortega one. And it was okay. It was perfectly fine.
I guess I'll watch it at some point.
Yeah.
I should watch all of them and then
You do a marathon.
yeah.
Start with a good one.
Oh, the first one's so good.
Yeah.
But no,
It is.
there's something
Like Jamie Kennedy's in the first two.
Mm-hmm.
Spoilers: he doesn't make it
yeah.
past the second one. It was Randy. It's just good characters, good movie. Rose McGowan's in the first one.
Yeah, that's right. Jamie Kennedy was there before he went insane.
Yeah. After he got murdered.
You know what? You know what they're doing another sequel to? The Faculty.
Oh yeah, I
The
saw that.
Faculty?
Yeah, I do. It's about aliens, right?
Yeah, like kids work out that they're teachers. Or,
Yeah, or
I think,
aliens or
to
something.
be honest, I think that aliens was the twist at the end.
Yes.
So spoilers for a 30-year-old movie. But
Sorry about that.
I don't quite remember it, but thanks for ruining it for me.
Elijah Wood and you said Rose McGowan is. If it's not Rose McGowan, it's another beautiful redhead from the 90s.
There were so many.
Does that one have
It was a good time.
what's the T1000
TV.
guy?
Yes, Robert Patrick.
Robert
I think
Patrick.
he is one.
Yeah.
I think he's in there.
I think he's in there, yeah.
Rodriguez directed it.
Did he?
I think it was his first
know that.
Hollywood movie after his,
Rodriguez,
Rebel
man,
in the desert movie.
these days, he's like, I mean, I guess they all are these days. It's just like, it's
very
his name
sad.
is
They
no
got
longer any guarantee of anything, you know?
Oh God, no.
Because I really liked the leader, Battle Angel.
No, I
but then he also
It's a
did
great
episodes
movie.
of Boba Fett that were atrocious. So it's just like, I just don't know.
Yeah,
And
but
at
no,
a certain point, he
know-
started just making kids movies in his shed. Like,
But sometimes
Yeah, I mean, that's
with
fine.
like something like
Good on
Boba Fett, I don't know if you can actually call sometimes the directors out for those television shows where they get directors in because it's
his
already
seemed very
sorted.
Robert
Sure, he was
Rodriguez-y.
told what had to be in the movie, but he shot that fucking chase scene. Like, he is responsible for that. I cannot.
The slowest chase scene in
Even
history.
honestly, because I like when Desperado came out, I watched it. I was like, this is the best fucking action movie I've ever seen. And then I found out it was based on a movie he made for like $1,000 down in Mexico called El Mariachi, which I went and watched,
Yeah.
and I was like, fucking, this is great. It was so inspiring as somebody who wanted to make movies. I was like, this is incredible. But when they did that third one, Once Upon a Time in Mexico, I was like, this is fucking garbage. So,
I've got his book, the
Rebel Without a Crew.
Yeah, it's on the shelf there somewhere. An old worn copy of that.
Yeah, I used to have a copy of that. I gave away all my books at one point.
I gave away a lot when we moved, but I kept.
Yeah, that's when I moved overseas. I wish I could have more.
Yeah, I gave all my novels away because I was like, I can always get these cheap from if I want to read them again, or just read them on my Kindle. But certain ones, like that, for example, the Rebel Without a Crew, I was like, I might not be able to find that. So I'll keep it.
I should have been
like,
more particular. There's tons of books that are out of print that I'm like, speaking of books, fucking man, I'm in book 2 now of Books of the New Sun.
Oh, yeah.
Gene Wolfe. Last week I was halfway through book 1, halfway through book 2.
You made it sound good.
I've just found out, right? Because it's narrated by the main character, right? So I've just found out that he has had somebody else's consciousness inserted into his body,
Right.
which now completely recontextualizes everything he told us in the first book. So now I'm like, want to stop reading and go back and reread the first book and then continue on again with this new knowledge. Like, it's fucking crazy shit. Crazy shit. So into it.
So was it him or was it the other consciousness that was?
Half the shit he knows because he fucking cannibalizes this woman that he loves body, and after taking this weird drug, and it's like Dune. It's like future, but also very kind of retro and psychedelic and shit.
Weird.
And now he has all her memories as well.
There you go. As you do.
I've just read this part where he was locked in a dungeon in the castle she used to be in, and so he knows how to fucking escape from it because fucking she knows how. So good.
But he killed her.
No, he didn't. Well, he helped to commit suicide. He was a torturer, right? He was a torturer's apprentice. That's how he started, and he eventually becomes emperor of the world.
Torturer's Apprentice.
Right?
That's the sequel to that Disney movie.
Yeah. And he had to torture her, so he let her commit suicide because he didn't want to torture her, and then that got him kicked out of the Torturers Guild and set him on the path to becoming...
He could have just stopped.
It's not a comedy, man. Stop laughing.
No, I know.
It's deadly
Torturers
fucking
Guild.
serious. It gets very full on.
I'm a member of the Screen Actors Guild. Oh, I'm a member of the Torturers Guild.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because
We have our version of the Oscars.
They are the lowest guild, and other guilds, like at one point he gets caught by these two guards somewhere in the castle in the Citadel, and they go to and they check him, and he's got a letter to deliver, and they're like, "Who are you?" So I'm from the Torturers Guild. He's like, "Okay, deliver it, but we're going to turn our backs because we shouldn't have to look at you." Like they're looked down on,
right,
in society. So you are quite right.
I'm up for best quartering this year.
The thing is though, because it's like it's set in the future, but it's medieval, right? But it's like somebody who only has the vocabulary of a medieval person describes science fiction to you in the way that And one of the reviews I was reading was like, if you were to write a story about your life and someone from the past read it, I don't know how that would happen, but they wouldn't be told. Like you would mention that you had an iPhone, but you wouldn't say
know what
how
that
it
was.
worked or anything.
Sure.
You would just say, I pulled out my phone and I asked for directions to this place and it told me how to get there. You know, so it would seem really strange.
That's how I've often thought, because I do attempt to write things from time to time, and I often think like I tend to get caught up in details, right? So I'm working on an outline for a video game. I think I mentioned it to you guys, and I get caught up in little details about like, is this going to be accurate and that kind of stuff. And I think probably I just don't need to do that at first.
No. You probably don't. Yeah,
but also
or at
especially
least maybe
with
that's
like
third draft territory.
Yeah, right. I should just get the fucking story out and then
tell the
worry about the
story.
specifics. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then with like tech stuff, like say it's a space game, I'm like, I do get caught up in technical details that really no one gives a shit. And also the characters could easily just not know, and so I don't have to mention it.
Well, the other thing is, it's a computer game. You can just make it up.
Yes, I know. But I'm like,
The
game the one that I'm particularly focused on right now is set in a particular historical period in a real place, and so there's certain things that I'm like,
Matt's being very.
I'd like to make sure
about
it's,
this, isn't he?
well,
Don't make that your
I
first game.
I don't know if I've told you.
I don't think you have with this one, but don't go with that. Keep it simple, and then when you get more people,
that's how this started, Luke. It doesn't work. It was simple, and then now I got interested in it.
Yeah,
and I've had to buy books to do research.
Amazing
for something that I'll just click next to and go, "Where's my achievement?" No, I would play it. I would play your game.
The wind out of his sail.
I would help. Would help in your
fine.
game. I will play your game. I just want to help naming the achievements.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, that's a good idea.
And I'm prepared to work on the game with you as a tester.
I do love
right.
some names of achievements,
And I'll give you ideas of games.
The one that really made me chuckle, and this is an old one, but to harken back, is in Mass Effect 2. Those guys with the shields, with the slots that they look through. If you snipe one in the head through that, you get the letterbox achievement.
Yep.
Oh, that's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
I'll say this, Luke. I am mostly only interested in making point-and-click adventure games. And
I'm fine with that.
Okay, good.
I'm mostly only interested in playing those, so
I was like, I need to, because sometimes I like think I'm like, maybe I should do something. No. I don't care about anything else. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
but yeah, like with those, the good ones are the ones which are just fun. So don't need to be super accurate because it's fun.
Yeah, have we not met? I'm a little pedantic.
Yeah, I know, but think about the click adventures games that you like.
No, you're absolutely
Space
like
Quest
Monkey
when you're on
Island.
that
Monkey
alien
Island, that
planet
historically
and,
accurate pirate game.
Yeah. When the Blues Brothers are in that alien bar and
Yeah. Oh, and Zach McCracken, that completely accurate game where you go to Mars in a converted Winnebago.
Yeah.
I never finished that one. That's one I never got to the end of. Yeah.
It's a great game. I mean, it's not. It's clunky as hell, but it's it's like. Yeah, it's like
was that also
one of my all-time.
You're a lot more
favorites
forgiving of games back then.
It's the only Maniac Mansion as well. Sorry, there's two LucasArts adventure games that were on the Commodore 64, so they were the only two I could play.
Yeah.
And Zach McCracken was just my favorite.
And they didn't even have to change any of the loop. Like the Maniac Mansion was just the same game as it was on Amiga. It just had less colors in it.
Yeah, they were smart about how they made those. And it's actually Ron Gilbert, I'm pretty sure, has a bunch of articles just about how they had to like dial that game right back. Like they just had all these plans and
I gotta say, even the dialed back version, it was fucking complicated.
Oh yeah. You know, too complicated because they hadn't figured out, and I'm sure we've talked about this, but he invented this thing called puzzle dependency charts, which is how you don't get stuck in these games.
Yes.
Yeah. Because if you don't fucking get the letter out of the envelope in time for the fucking post to arrive,
you can create a condition where you are stuck forever.
And you don't, and you may not know it if it's in a pre-internet era.
You could just keep playing the game forever, and you'll never know that you can't finish it.
Yeah. If you've played for several decades, perhaps you have an idea.
Fucking email him, and he's like, "Oh, sorry, mate."
No, he's like, keep trying. You'll get there.
I think Monkey Island is the first. I think Monkey Island's when they invented. Or it might be Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. No, wait, was that before or after Monkey Island?
No, Monkey Island was first, surely.
Yeah, okay. So I think it's Monkey Island. Was when they came up with
based on my memory of the graphics. I feel that was
and it's a flow chart of the puzzles.
Yep.
That makes sure there's no orphaned branches.
Yep.
Which is what the problem was before. It's good.
Yet,
it's quite clever.
Yeah. And yet when Indiana Jones goes back to Giza, the fucking nun's still there, sitting there on the radio.
Yeah.
Or you just
game-ending bug.
Grab a stupid vine.
Oh, there's the next
coming.
patch will fix that. Yeah. It specifically calls out that patch. And my specific issue that I said where I can't get all the documents.
Yeah, excellent.
So both of our issues will be fixed next. It's February. So this
excellent.
week.
Oh yeah,
thank God.
Now. And it's a short month, so
because I've gone back a few times to try and backtrack, and I'll just do something. Yeah. It's hard. It's not an easy backtrack. You still got to jump across like chasms, and I keep dying.
You can't just quick travel because you can. When you quick travel, you go.
When you quick travel, you go, but when you come back, you go back to where your last save was. So I can go to other areas.
Other things in that.
No, that's what I mean, though. So, no, if you want to do stuff in.
Yeah, I can't progress the story, which is what I want to do.
Of course, okay.
Because it's mean.
It'll be fixed.
Yeah.
Then I'll finish it then.
And speaking of finishing, we're finishing the main show now.
Oh.
We're going to continue talking in the after party.
What's the after party?
The after party is the second part of this show that you get if you're a patron. If you've gone to patreon.com/multiplenerdgasm or multiplenerdgasm.com and follow the links. And for $5 a month, you can join us in the after party. For less, you can get other things, but the after party is what we're talking about right now.
And the $100 tier, you get a special present from me.
You don't. You do not.
I don't know that we can. There isn't. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you want to give us $100, Venmo us and we'll figure it out. Do you guys have Venmo in Australia?
No. We should use PayID.
Yeah, we have PayID, yeah.
Yeah.
So you just
America's so advanced, they have to come up with these fucking ridiculous solutions to just transfer money around. So that's just how advanced we are here.
Yeah, it's because your banks don't talk to each other, right?
I know. Yeah.
How you just put in your phone number and go send this money and it's in their account instantly.
Yeah.
Just when I thought I didn't understand America to the maximum amount, someone's really trying to make some changes that don't make a lot of sense to me, but that's not for this podcast. You can hear all about that on, I don't know, Joe Rogan, someone else.
Infowars.
Is that?
No, it's not. No,
it is.
Do they still have Infowars?
I saw it pop up on X
He's been watching it. He's still watching it.
Yeah, he's watching it. I tell you,
Gets his news.
Because I thought he had to sell it all.
You know what? Pause. After party.
Yep.
Join us in the after party if you want to hear any more about that. And other stuff. Not just that.
Yeah, because there's a good chance we won't talk about that either.
Some Neil Gaiman news. No, I want to jump on that bandwagon because...
That's all for this week. Thank you for listening and we hope you enjoyed the show. If you enjoyed it, then please subscribe in iTunes to receive episodes automatically. We'll see you next time.